Hey everyone, it's Joey Edwards, the Blabby Daddy here. I just wanted to take you on a little ride with me this beautiful Sunday here in Texas. Kind of wanted to talk about a few things that have occurred since the last time I did a vlog. I talked about Dez Bryant's catch just a little bit, but I never did come back and talk about the Packers meltdown. I have to rate that Green Bay game against Seattle Seahawks in the NFC title game as one of the top 3 sports meltdowns of all time. I'll be honest with you, Packers fans. I was rooting for you. You put my Cowboys out the week before, and a lot of people are like, "What? How the hell could you want the Packers to win if they just knocked the Cowboys out?" But just the way I work with sports is, if the team to put my team out better be good enough to win the whole thing. That's just how I've always been. And so I was like, I was pulling for the Packers, and I thought that they, just like every Packers fan, everyone who was paying attention to that game, every anti-Seahawks fan per se, just, everyone who was watching that game up until the last 5 minutes was like, oh, great. Whew, this is going to be a Packers and Patriots Super Bowl. I don't think anyone ever gave the Colts a chance, and that's a different story altogether. But that was a terrible game, by the way, and we'll talk about Deflategate in a second. But I know that there's a lot of people who have spent a lot more time analyzing this game on YouTube, but just I could feel it, and it's the weirdest thing. I mean, I think a lot of people could feel it whenever the momentum turned, and I think it was whenever the Packers, the Packers defender who intercepted the ball and slid down. I was like, that day I remember saying, okay, yeah, I can understand why he did that. But seriously, man, after reviewing that dude probably could have got at least in field goal range, if not ran it all the way back. So I don't know what the deal was with that. And everyone's laying a lot of blame on like the third string tight end who screwed up the onside kick for the recovery for the Packers. He was supposed to just throw a block and let Jordy Nelson recover, and you know what? It's not just like we talked about in the Cowboys game, or we talked about in the Lions Cowboys game. That it's not any one play that determines the outcome of the whole game, but golly, man, whenever you see those single plays that are so terrible, you definitely would like to have them back and have a do-over on that. But so we've got Deflategate. Tom Brady apparently had 11 out of 12 balls that were underinflated per the NFL rules. I say punish him somehow. I mean, a lot of people are blowing it off saying, "Oh, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's part of the game. All quarterbacks do it." Well, then why are they talking about it if it's, if it's not a normal thing? It's not a regular occurrence, or they wouldn't be talking about it. And the Patriots have cheated in the past, so I say punish them. And of course, they're not going to screw up the Super Bowl. They're not going to do anything to jeopardize the Super Bowl with all the sponsors, and it's the crescendo of the season for the highest rated, most watched sporting event in the Western Hemisphere. I mean, I know that there's some soccer events and some, I think, pretty much soccer, and maybe some F1 in on the other side of the world get quite a bit of attention. But as far as our side of the world, yes, the Super Bowl is the premier game, and they're not gonna chance screwing it up over some underinflated balls. But Belichick and Brady need to be punished. That's my opinion. You can agree with it or not. Hopefully, if you're an unbiased fan of the NFL and not just a Brady hater, you will agree with me. So covered the NFC, AFC games. I didn't really talk about the game against the Colts because the Colts just didn't show up. There's no sense even talking about it. It wasn't near the game or the excitement or the controversy during the game. I guess there wasn't that much controversy in the Packers-Seahawks except just the meltdown, and Marshawn Lynch, I guess, grabbing his crotch was controversial. But, on that note, who cares? The dude is a beast, and he's a really good player, and he kept playing. He dug in, and I'd say he's a huge reason that the Seahawks, granted, Russell Wilson threw that, great touchdown pass to Curse at the end, but man, they didn't have a shot if Marshawn Lynch didn't keep his head focused and get back in the game. So what if the dude runs into the end zone? He didn't even do it that, obviously. It was just, it was pretty subtle, and sure, he did it, but whatever. Lay off it. I guess you're saying, but hey, if Tom Brady can have underinflated footballs and you want him to be punished, then you should have Marshawn Lynch be punished for grabbing his. But it's two different things. It didn't affect the integrity of the game. So, anyway, so we got a Pro Bowl today, which I don't know when that's. I'm sure I'll fly by that just a little bit for a few seconds just to see what's going on. But the Pro Bowl has always sucked. When I was a little kid, I thought it was cool to see like the red and white team against the blue and white team with all the different helmets from the team. I thought that was cool, and so I paid attention to it as a kid. But they've screwed it up, and the last couple of seasons having the fantasy football aspect to it of drafting the teams and having it be interleague and all that. It's stupid. It's gone downhill. But I'm sure I'll do a video about the Super Bowl. Next week, the matchup, Seahawks Patriots. It's an ugly matchup if you ask me. I'm not rooting for anyone. I don't want Brady to get another Super Bowl win, and I don't want the Seahawks to get back-to-back. So, I don't know. Tell me your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Like the video. Leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on... subscribe to the channel first, and then follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And we've also started Instagram back up. So, anyway, Blabby Daddy out. Until next time.